have learned about the animals, birds and other things in the first unit. Now in this second unit, today we are going to start second unit. In second unit we are going to learn about the rulers. Before starting the lesson, I want to show you a picture. Please have a look on this picture. Can you identify who are these? Yes, these are the rulers. These are the kings. Can you identify who is this in the first picture? Yes, he is Akbar, the Mughal emperor. And next one is Shah Jahan. He is also a Mughal emperor. And next one is Shivaji, Chhatrapati Shivaji. Do you know what things you know about these? These all rulers are very famous rulers. These rulers had a good name in the Indian culture. Why are they so famous? They are famous for their kindness and their generosity, for their bravery also. Akbar king, he was the emperor. He was the only king who united whole India and ruled our India. And next is Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan also belongs to the same dynasty, Mughal dynasty. These two belong to Mughal dynasty. And here is the Shivaji. Today we are going to see a lesson related to Shivaji. Who is this Shivaji? Shivaji is also a ruler. He was known as Chhatrapati Shivaji. And do you know how famous he was? He was a very famous person. There are so many stories about his acts of bravery and generosity. He was very generous king and also he was a brave king. It is said that no king has defeated him in war. Now let us see his biodata. I mean when he took birth. Let us see. Shivaji was born on 10th April 1627. He was born on 10th April in the year 1627. Who were his parents? His mother was Jijabai and father was Shahji Bhosle. His father was a nobleman in Bijapur court. He used to work in the court as a noble person. He was also a famous person. He was an officer. Noble means what? An officer in Bijapur court, in the Darbar. And this Shivaji was very brave. He used to dream to build his own kingdom at the age of 14 itself. 14 years old, at the age of 14 itself, he wanted to build a kingdom. He wanted to become a king. So at the age of 20, he attacked the Bijapur Stone Fort and he built his own kingdom. Like this, he started his journey and he did not stop. He defeated several kings, he defeated several kingdoms, and at last in 1680, it was said that due to fever, for 3 whole days he suffered for fever and he was dead. No, he was not defeated by any ruler. He was died because of the fever. He was suffering from fever and he died after 3 whole days. So how great the king! Have you ever heard any king who has defeated, who defeated Chhatrapati Shivaji? There was no such king. Shivaji, whenever he started to fight, he definitely would win that and he gained that property. So like this, Shivaji was very famous for his bravery and also generosity. He was very generous and kind king. He loved his siblings as his children. So let us see in this lesson today, let us see how generous he was, how kind he was to his people. Today's lesson is about the lost casket. What is the lesson name? The lost casket. What is the meaning of this word casket? Casket means a jewelry box. A jewelry box. A box in which we can hide our ornaments. Okay, golden or precious things will be kept in the casket. Today let us see this. Who has lost this casket? Now I shall read the textbook. Please open your textbook and have a look on it. Shivaji once attacked the city of Surat, which was under the Mughals then. So Shivaji, in the olden days, how was it? The system was who whoever attacks the other kingdom, the king, if you attack any other kingdom and you kill the king and also capture the kingdom, you will be ruler of the kingdom. So in the same process, when Shivaji attacked Surat, where is this Surat? Surat is in Gujarat. Surat is in Gujarat. So Shivaji once attacked the Surat city. When he attacked, who was the ruler of the Surat area? Mughals, Mughal kings like Shah Jahan were the rulers. So who attacked this Surat city? Shivaji attacked this Surat city. What happened when he attacked? The Englishmen who lived in Surat ran away for safety. So in our olden times, what happened? English people, the different people from foreign came to our country to do some business. They took the permission of the rulers. They paid some rent to them and did their business in our country. Like this, Englishmen also, 2 Englishmen lived in that Surat, ran away for safety. When did they run away? When this Shivaji attacked. He attacked the Surat city with his soldiers to capture the Surat. 2 Englishmen. How many? 2 Englishmen ran away for safety. They ran away for safety. Though they escaped, their belongings were taken away with the soldiers of Shivaji to Raigad, the capital of Shivaji's kingdom. So though these 2 Englishmen ran away, whatever things belonged, these 2 English people's belongings all were taken by the soldiers of Shivaji. And where did they take? They took them to Raigad. They took them to Raigad. What did they take? They took the belongings of the Englishmen and also the belongings of the people who are living in Surat. Whatever things, they attacked the people and took all the things to Raigad. What is Raigad? It is the capital city. It is the capital city. Capital of Shivaji's kingdom. Whose kingdom? Shivaji's kingdom. Shivaji's kingdom. Now tell me, what is the capital city of Shivaji's kingdom? Raigad was the capital of Shivaji's kingdom. So Shivaji attacked which city? He attacked Surat city. Who were the rulers when he attacked this Surat city? Mughals. The Mughals were the rulers. The Mughals were the rulers. When these Mughals ruled, Shivaji once attacked this Surat city. That happened. 2 Englishmen ran away for their safety from this Surat. And all the belongings of these 2 people and also Surat's people were taken by the soldiers to Raigad. From Surat, these all things were carried to Raigad. Where is this Raigad? Do you know where is Shivaji's kingdom? It is Maharashtra. Today's Maharashtra area. Maharashtra area or Maratha is the Shivaji's kingdom. So from Gujarat to Maharashtra, all the things were carried by the soldiers. The attack shook 2 Englishmen, Adam Smith and his nephew John. Who were these 2 Englishmen? One was Adam Smith. And another was John. This John was nephew. John was nephew of whom? Of Adam Smith. Who is nephew? Nephew means what? Adam Smith's brother's son. Brother's son is called nephew. So who was Adam Smith's nephew? John was Adam Smith's nephew. These 2 people, what did they do? They suffered a lot. Adam Smith and his nephew John. Adam Smith was particularly upset. Who was upset? Adam Smith was upset because he had lost a small golden casket. Who lost? This Adam Smith has lost the golden casket. So the story is about Adam Smith. The casket contained a beautiful picture of his dead wife decorated with rubies and diamonds. So what went there inside this casket? Why Adam Smith was upset? Because he has lost his golden casket. What is there? Why he is upset? Because this golden casket had a beautiful picture. Whose picture? Beautiful picture of his wife. Whose picture was inside that casket? Adam Smith's dead wife. The wife was already dead, so he kept one picture inside the casket. And how was that picture? It was decorated with rubies and diamonds. Rubies, diamonds, emeralds, precious stones were decorated to the picture. That's why he was very upset that he has lost his wife's picture, which was inside the casket. John wanted to recover the casket. He decided to go into the Maratha country secretly. So, who wanted to help Adam Smith? His nephew John. John wanted to help his uncle. So he tried to enter the Maratha kingdom. The Maratha kingdom. Maratha kingdom. Maratha kingdom means Maharashtra. Present day it is Maharashtra. In the olden times it was, in the ruler's time it was called as Maratha kingdom. So John wanted to enter the Maratha kingdom secretly. Why? To bring back the Adam Smith's casket. Many days later, he overtook a train of bullock carts carrying all the spoils of war to Raigad. So many days, he was thinking for several days what to do, how to help his uncle, because he found his uncle always being upset. So he wanted to solve his problem. So he thought for many days, and at last one day he overtook a train of bullock carts. What is the meaning of train of bullock carts? A train of bullock carts means number of bullock carts going in a line. Number of bullock carts, one by one, one after one. If the number of bullock carts go to a certain place, then we can call this whole chain of bullock carts as a train of bullock carts. So he overtook a train of bullock carts. Where are they going? They are going to the Maratha kingdom, the capital city. What are they taking inside? They are taking the spoils of war. What is the meaning of spoils? Spoils is the things which the valuable things or the other things which they recovered from the war. When a war happens, when two kings fight with each other, the soldiers, whoever king wins, the lost kingdoms, whatever things are there inside in the houses, in the temples, precious things, all will be taken away by the winner. So that things are called spoils. The things which were obtained from a war, which were taken away from the losers in the war. Winners will take away. That spoils, the remains of the things which are taken from a war are called spoils, and these trains of bullock carts were carrying the spoils to Raigad. They are taking to Raigad. The soldiers of Shivaji caught John and took him a prisoner. So what happened? The soldiers of Shivaji took this John as a prisoner and took to Shivaji. John wanted to recover the casket. He decided to go into the Maratha country secretly. So what happened here? When John wanted to take this prisoners took, because he was a new stranger, they saw an Englishman, so they took this John to Shivaji, and the next day he was presented in the court. In the court, when Darbar was ready, Shivaji and everybody was excited to see the spoil. The spoil was fled on the floor, and also Shivaji was excited to see an Englishman in his court. So he asked him, what had bring you here? He asked. Who asked this question? Shivaji asked the Englishman that why he has come to this kingdom. Then he answered, he told all the story that he is the nephew of Adam Smith and he has lost his casket and he wanted to recover it. Then Shivaji do you know what Shivaji replied? He said that, sorry John, I can't give you. Why a king has to say sorry? Because it is his kindness. We can understand here. He is a king, he can give, but he said, sorry John, I can't, because this all the spoils which are fed here, these all belong to my kingdom. These all are related to the kingdom people. Now, so it is the property of the kingdom. I can't give you this. So, however, you have came here, so you can be my guest for 3 days. You can enjoy 3 days in my palace itself, and after 3 days you have to leave this Maratha kingdom and go away from here. So he gave John permission for 3 days, and he told John to take rest. Then one day, when evening, when this John was he was wandering in the lone area on the roof in the palace, he found one of the soldiers who had a shot on him was wandering here and there. Then suddenly John saw three soldiers suddenly attacked attacked the soldier. Then John suddenly he went and he tried to escape that. He attacked the 3 people. When he attacked the 2 of the people and the 2 people fell down, he saw that the soldier who was standing was none other but Shivaji himself. Then Shivaji felt happy, and also he tried to fight, and both John and Shivaji fought and tried to fight with the 3 people. Who were the 3 people? The 3 people came secretly to kill Shivaji. Then Shivaji and John both, however, they completed the fighting. How did they do? See, John had no weapon except a walking stick, but he hit the last attacker with it and knocked him to the ground. The next man attacked John and thrust his sword under his arm, but it only cut his overcoat. As the wind drew the sword, John fell upon him. He was upset all his strength, threw him down and pinned him to the ground. He then turned to the remaining 2 men. To his surprise, he found that the lone Maratha soldier was none other than the great Shivaji himself. Though his enemies were taller and stronger, Shivaji managed this by the quickness of his movements and his wonderful skill with his sword called Bhavani. What is this? What is the name of Shivaji's sword? Bhavani. It is the powerful sword which did not let Shivaji defeat. Always this Bhavani sword was so. It is the name of this sword. It is the name of Shivaji's sword, which was so powerful. So powerful sword which always give him defeat, which will always give him victory. So with this Bhavani sword, Shivaji attacked the attackers. Though Shivaji was shorter in size and the enemies were very tall and also strong, but however Shivaji managed because of his quickness and swiftness. He took quick movements and defeated him. Shivaji turned to John, who rose to his feet to greet him. The man beneath John took advantage of this and attacked Shivaji, but Shivaji caught and threw him over the parapet. The attacker fell over the parapet to the rocks below and died. So like this, the attackers died, Shivaji and John. Who helped Shivaji? John helped Shivaji. In the beginning, if John wouldn't have helped Shivaji, Shivaji would have been attacked. So John helped Shivaji, that's why Shivaji felt very happy. And he said, "You have helped me today. Ask me for what you like to take. I cannot refuse to one who has helped me and the Maratha people." So Shivaji was very happy and he said, "You can ask me, what do you want? What do you want? If you want, I will give you, because you have helped the Maratha people and also me." At the darbar next morning, the casket was waiting for John. So what do you think he has asked? Why he came? He came to get the casket. So John asked casket from Shivaji. Then in front of all the people, Shivaji gave casket and also precious pearls necklace also. He gave a necklace to John and arranged him to go back to Surat safely. Like this, we can see the generosity of King Shivaji, how he has treated a person and how he has helped him. So this is the story about the lost casket. I think you have understood well. Now go through the lesson carefully and try to answer the questions which are going to be given in the next exercises. Thank you.